So we should be live. Let's just go and see Facebook. We're about to go live on Facebook very soon. So we should be live on both now. So, yeah, earlier one today, it's Wednesday, the 14th of March. Hey guys, everyone, it's your boy NG Gavin tuning in from Thailand, Chiang Mai, Thailand, and just doing my live stream. So hello everyone in internet land, what's going on? If you're on Facebook, subscribe to my channel. If you're on YouTube, subscribe to my channel because I want to grow the channel a little bit more. But obviously I get most of my traffic from Facebook. So wherever you are in the world, hope you're having a good day or evening, or whether you're whatever you're doing right now, hope everything is fine and dandy, because you know people are going to watch this replay whenever they get a chance. I know there's a lot of people on Facebook that tune in, and I actually get more people on Facebook than on YouTube, so I'm not that big on YouTube. Probably I need to promote programs like BitConnect on YouTube, and I'll get a lot of subscribers. But I don't know. So with that said, let's get into the content. So welcome. Good morning, Fred. Good morning, Anthony. And hey, Sarit. How you going, mate? Over in Perth. So I've got this thing here. Is cloud mining dead? And that's the title I've got for this live stream, is cloud mining dead? And I'll give you my opinion on that in a second. I probably should have ran a survey today. Maybe I should have done that prior to this. But look, it's like anything, right? If you're not plugged in, you don't keep your finger on the pulse, you won't know what's going on. When cloud mining, when these contracts, or basically what cloud mining is just buying hash power. They go out and buy these machines, and then they, get it like essentially like getting a knife and cutting these machines up, with a knife, and then selling the hash power off at an inflated price. So that's basically what cloud mining is. So the real companies, the legit companies, actually, go out and buy the hardware or pre-sell the hardware prior, and then actually have a machine to service those hash rates, right? They sell you the hash rate at an inflated price. So where they're going to make their money is obviously straight away on the deal, as they get they know the public price for like a machine like a Bitmain S9, but they're getting it at a cheaper price. So they're already getting a slightly maybe a 10% or 15% discount depending on the volume. So they're already winning there. So it's like free hash rate, and then they're cutting the machine up. Like getting a knife and cutting a cake up, right? So they're cutting up all the cake and selling off those portions of the hash rate. So like for example, an S9 will have 13.5 terahash. They'll sell each terahash for $197. So they're going to make money on the machine. They're going to make money on the hash rate, right? When they sell the hash rate, we're going to make money on the machine, and then they're going to make money on the electricity, on the service fees, hosting, everything. Basically, that's why it's really, really profitable, and that's why cloud mining came about, because someone had this great idea of, hey, let's just split this machine up and give it access to people that can't afford a machine. And we can then hit the greater masses, right? So then we can hit the bigger population. Now the thing with cloud mining is, it still is the holy grail in a sense, but it's getting less and less profitable. Like when I got into Genesis mining in July 2000, my first video on Genesis mining, I'll show you. It's one of my highest watching videos of all time, and I don't really have a big I don't get a lot of people watching my account watching my Genesis mine. Here it is here, right? Genesis mining, I did it on July the 21st, June the 21st.
And in this video, I'm going to shoot
June the 21st, 2016. So less than 2 years ago. Oh, well, getting close to it. March, April, May, June. So yeah, 2 years, 21 months, 22 months ago. All right. So this is my first video when I got into Genesis mining. I spent $92. Back then it was very profitable because the mining contracts were cheaper. The Bitcoin mining contracts were always available. And then I guess when people sort of caught on, you know, that was it. About a year after that's when these programs started to realize that they'll cut in Genesis mining as a part of their income source to be more sustainable. And then that's sort of when Genesis mining took off, and now you can only buy the Ethereum and Zcash, which is not profitable. I do not recommend you buy them. So is cloud mining, hey Tia Ann, hey Civi, how you guys going? So is cloud mining dead? No, it's not dead, but it's getting less and less profitable, right? Because cloud mining compared to real mining with your own machines is more profitable if you've got the cheap electricity, right? As opposed to cloud mining. So, you know, if anyone says, oh no, cloud mining is a better option, you know, it is a better option if you want to run it from home with nothing, like without any you know, without any expertise, without any knowledge. You just buy the hash power, buy the contracts, and then you get paid. But mining itself is actually more profitable. In fact, what could be also profitable is selling the mining contract, not buying the mining contract. So you guys are out there buying the mining contract, selling the mining contracts. You know what I mean? So they've got the mining contract itself, which may not be as profitable, right? The actual mining of the machine is it's still profitable, but it's getting less and less profitable as the difficulty goes up. Then there's the buying of the mining contracts, you know, people that are buying into the cloud mining contract. Then there's actual selling of the cloud mining contract, right? So that's where they're making the money. Selling the mining contract. So not everyone can sell the mining contract because you have to be like a big, you know, a Genesis mining, a big infrastructure that, you know, you're selling the actual mining contract. So that's where they're making their real money. Okay, that's where they're making their real money because they're selling pre-sale contracts and they're getting the money up front. You know what I mean? They're winning. They're winning on all fronts, but not everyone can sell hash power. All right, so that's the thing. It's a niche market that's profitable, and only the big players play there, and only the big players can do it. Because as they buy volume, as they buy more machines, it's just basically volume, right? You know, you go down to Costco's and you buy a pallet of toilet paper, as opposed to a packet of toilet paper. What are you going to get? Who's going to get the biggest discount? It's the person that buys a pallet of toilet paper, which might have, you know, 300 packets of toilet paper or 200 packets of toilet paper, or as opposed to someone just buying one packet of toilet paper with 6 rolls in it. This person's buying 300 packets each with 6 rolls. So it's the volume. They get everything's cheaper. Shipping's cheaper. Machines are cheaper. They buy in volume. They get the higher discount. They're buying at the container level, much cheaper. Everyone's paying $2,000 plus a PSU for a S9. You know, they're probably buying them at $1,750. You know, because they're buying batches of 500 or 1,000 at a time. So it's very, very profitable for Genesis mining to sell hash power. That's what they're doing. They're selling hash power. That's where their business is. It's like McDonald's, right? Every time they open up a new McDonald's, it's like more, it's more burgers. So they know the profit and loss Oh, well, they know their profit per burger. So McDonald's knows exactly how, if they want to sell a cheeseburger, you know, they know that if it's a cheeseburger costs $1, they can produce it for plus, you know, by the time they sell that cheeseburger, you know, they got to look at how much does a piece of meat cost, how much does the bread cost, how much does the sauce cost, how much does the employee cost to make that cheeseburger, which with that cheeseburger might take I don't know, 2 minutes to produce. What does that employee cost in 2 minutes of wages, and then 2 minutes of what do they call it? The superannuation. I don't know what they call it in America. Then the shipping costs, packaging costs, every single thing. McDonald's knows that, you know, it might cost 30 cents to produce a cheeseburger that they're going to sell for $1, right? They know. So that means, based on that, they know that, you know, and in different locations, they know they're just going to open up more McDonald's stores, and they're going to sell 1 million cheeseburgers or 10 million cheeseburgers a day. If they know that their cost is, their profit is 70% or 40% or 30% or whatever, right? So this is what Genesis is doing. They know their cost down to the T. Just like McDonald's is selling cheeseburgers, what they're doing is they're selling mining contracts. You know what I mean? So they know exactly the cost of the machine and everything. So that's what they're doing. They're just expanding. That's how they're able to make so much money, because they know the costs, and they know that if they just open up cookie cutter, just like McDonald's, they're going to make way more money. So they're making their money selling the contract. If you're buying the mining contract, in my opinion, it's getting less and less and less profitable unless you bought it back in day one. Well, my day one was June the 21st of 2016, and looking back on it in hindsight, you know, I should have bought more, right? Of course, because no one knew about Genesis. Well, a lot of people, see, there you go there. See, over 200,000 people, there you go. There's a bit of a fact for you. Looking at this video now, 200,000 people joined Genesis back in 2016. Now, they have over 1 million customers. So that goes to show you that 800,000 people joined Genesis Mining in 22 months. That is a shitload of customers, right? And they made billions of dollars. They've made billions of dollars already. So now that everyone's caught on to Genesis Mining, it's getting less and less profitable. It's like anything, right? ICOs or affiliate marketing, or when a program comes out, the people that get in first make all the money. People that got into ICOs 12 months ago, they killed it. Okay? People that got into Genesis Mining 2 years ago killed it. People that got into Genesis Mining a year ago still made money. People that are getting into Genesis Mining now, I'm sorry to say, but you're going to make less money. You're still going to make money, but you're still going to make less money because you're too late to the party. You're not super late, but you are late to the party. All right. So, that's why I say, you know, you got to be connected. You got to get into the people that know what's happening, so then you can get into the next thing that is going to be hugely profitable for you, right? So those people that joined my ICO Gold Rush when I launched it in September killed it. All right, there's people in that group that have made over 100. One person has made over 200,000. Okay, many people have made 30, 40, 50,000. Right, because they got into ICOs when I launched ICOs, right? And I launched the course. I knew that it was going to be big. So that's when I knew that if I'm going to make some money with ICOs, I can help other people make money with ICOs too. And there's people that got in early in September, just like anything else. Just like if you got into Bitcoin early, right, you would have killed it. Just think if you would have bought Bitcoin at $1 in 2013, right, and recently hit an all-time high of 20,000. So let's just go back in time to just, you know, go over what I just said. If you get into something early, before the mass, I'm not talking like a program or some sort of, you know, thing that's going to last 3 months. I'm talking about a trend, Right? I'm talking about trends, guys. Right? Cloud mining was a trend. ICOs is a trend. Right? These are big, major shifts in our space. That's what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about small peanuts here, guys. So let's just go. Well, this thing doesn't go as far back, but Bitcoin was about $1.10 in 2013, I believe. This one doesn't go quite as back, but let's just go have a look. Go to Bitcoin chart. I don't think they, or maybe this one has. This looks like the official Bitcoin chart. Maybe it's not there. So you can find, guys, you can find pretty much anything online. It's all there, guys. It's all there online, pretty much. Oh wow, here we go. Here we go, guys. Okay, this doesn't go far. Oh, sorry, 2009. So my bad. 2009 Bitcoin was $12.51. What's the date now? It's March 2018. 14th of March 2018. All right, so this is the price of Bitcoin on 14th of March 2015, only 3 years ago. $287.72. Only 3 years ago, it was $287.72. Oh man, that's only 3 years ago. That's what I'm talking about, missing the boat. If you knew about Bitcoin 3 years ago, right, and bought into it. If you knew about cloud mining 2 years ago, you know what I mean? If you knew about ICOs 12 months ago. So that's what I'm saying. You need to know. You need to get with people that know what's happening in this space. All right. What's the next trend? I'm not looking at the next trend at the moment because I'm still making money with the current trends. So I'm more focused on the current trends. The ICOs is, you know, I want to get to 5 million a year this year of ICOs. So I'm not looking at the, well, it's going to be a combination of ICOs and crypto ICOs, trading and buy holding. That sort of thing. So that's what I'm doing. So I'm not looking for the next trend because the current trends have not expired yet. The cloud mining is becoming less profitable, right? It's becoming less and less profitable. Now, if we go to this site here yesterday, now I showed you yesterday the profitability of this Halong mining Dragon Mint 290, right? And this is the company that actually launched. They've got nothing to do with Bitmain, but however, you know, they haven't really launched yet. I mean, they haven't really sold their first miners yet. It's like, you know, it looks like it could be a scam. Who really knows? But this machine here, this is the Halong mining Dragon Mint B29. It mines Decred. Okay, it only mines Decred. And it's a whopping $10,499. However, it's going to make you roughly $186, a day, which means, hang on a second, manufacturers. Let's go here. Which means you're going to break even at 63 days. This is the fastest break-even point on any machine on the planet. Okay, on the planet. Now, so if you go down, right, and you're looking at S9s, S9 from Bitmain, and these are what this is what Genesis Mining is doing. All right, so they have S9s. They're running Bitmain are running S9s. Now, if you were to buy the machine yourself and run it, this is not even including shipping costs, or this is not including VAT and the PSU. So this would take even longer. It's $284 days to run the machine before you become in profit. 12.8 months. So this is actually running the machine yourself. So Genesis Mining got to get this machine, and they're going to run it, and then they're going to try to make a profit on it. But where they made their real profit is actually selling it. All right. So they don't really care whether it takes 12 months. But where you pick it up is you're going to lose in the difficulty, but you're going to pick up in the value of the Bitcoin if the price of Bitcoin keeps on going up, right? And Cliff High says that, you know, Bitcoin's going to hit 40,000 very soon. We could see that push through April, May, June, all right? But things don't seem to be moving too far. I think April sort of things when things are going to start to move. Crypto winter sort of going to get into spring in April, so that's what I'm gauging. So this shows you all the profitability of the machines, and it's clear here that if you buy an S9, it's going to take you over a year and 1 month, or a year and 2 months before you even make your money back on your S9. So it's getting, so my point is this: it's getting longer and longer for you to be in profit, all right, from your own machines. So how long is it taking for your cloud, if you buy a cloud mining machine, which you're buying at an inflated price, it's going to take longer. All right, it's going to take longer unless there's some sort of dodginess going on. All right, let's move that there. So just have a think about that. Is cloud mining dead? No, it's not dead, but it's getting less and less profitable. If you got into cloud mining 2 years ago, you would have been laughing all the way to the bank. My Genesis Mining account is down. I mean, my daily account is down. But when Bitcoin was up to 20,000, I mean, I was making 500, 600 bucks a day. Obviously, that's down now. But once Bitcoin goes up to 40,000, you know, with the difficulty and everything, you know, I could be making 1,000, 1,500 bucks a day. And I haven't bought contracts since Bitcoin contracts that pull them. So that's one of the things with both mining and cloud mining. Where you're really going to make your long-term profits is through of getting that Bitcoin and then holding that Bitcoin. All right. So you're not going to actually make money. You're not going to make a lot of money, or you're going to break even with some profit on the cloud mining. So the actual cloud mining itself, it's not really that great now. It's pretty shit, actually, to be honest. But you're acquiring Bitcoin. If it's an open-ended contract, you're always going to keep on getting paid until it's not profitable. But what you want to do to make the actual cloud mining exercise profitable is to hodl your Bitcoin. Because, you know, once Bitcoin pushes 40, 50, 60, 100K, you know, you mine that Bitcoin back in the day, you know, a year ago through a cloud mining contract. That's where it's going to become very profitable for you. So is cloud mining dead? No, it's becoming less and less profitable, but where you can make it up is by hodling. All right, by hodling and holding that Bitcoin as you acquire it. Hold it. Now, news that Binance has just launched a blockchain. All right. Binance goes it alone. All right. The new era, there's a blockchain for everyone launching blockchain. Surprising that cryptocurrency exchange should get in on this. So Binance hasn't had much use of the blockchain like every centralized currency, exchange currency. Transactions are settled, blah, 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 blah. Why a blockchain? The reason Binance is launching its own blockchain is buried deep within the statement, but it arrives eventually. A public blockchain, Binance Chain, which will mainly focus on the transfer of trading of blockchain assets, as well as provide new possibilities for the future flow of blockchain assets. Binance chain will follow. Binance will focus on performance, ease of use, liquidity, and Binance Coin will be upgraded to exist its own blockchain mainnet, which brings me my whole new point. Okay, BNB has skyrocketed this morning, right? As you can tell, it is skyrocketed. And the reason being, obviously, is because of the news that Binance is bringing their own blockchain, launching their own blockchain with their own mainnet, right? And this is going to dramatically increase the value of the BNB coin, right? It's directly linked, as you can tell. Let's just go to 1 hour. So as you can see, this huge spike, and this happened literally 8 hours ago, right? And if you see under that, you'll see my balance, 577 Binance coin. So, you know, I'm just going to hodl these. I'm just going to keep on buying them. And $10, I'd like this to get to $100. That would be sweet. That would give me quite a bit. But I'll continue to buy these BNB coins, right? 577 times $100. Yeah, if it gets to $100, yeah, I'll have about $57,000, $60,000 worth of BNB coins. But Binance has come a long way. You know, Binance has come a long way in the last year. It's the one of the strongest, if not the fastest growing crypto platform in the world. People are moving from Coinbase and Bittrex. That's what pretty much sparked it all. Once regulation came in with taxation with crypto trading, and then everyone sort of said, "Look, let's mass exodus. Let's all go to Binance or Binance. Depends on you know what side of the country on the earth you're from." And now with this new move with blockchain, I mean, these guys are really moving forward. They recently stopped the hacking. Using their APIs, you know, so these guys are really onto it. People thought they got hacked previously, but they didn't. You know, so far so good. The first place I go to buy coins is not Bittrex. I don't use any I don't use Bittrex. I don't use Bitfinex, although I've got accounts. GDAX. The first place I go to is Binance. That's the first place I go to. And I buy tokens, and I buy coins and tokens of Binance. And pretty much everything that I want is on Binance. So I got no reason to go anywhere else. You know, I bought a lot of coins off Binance, and that's the first place I'll go. Now, because I hold Binance coins, I get a 0.5%. The fee for trading is 0.1. But because if you hold and hodl BNB tokens, right? The fees are 0.05, which is extremely low percentage for you. And once they move to the BNB to their own mainnet, these BNB tokens won't be ERC20 tokens. They'll be on their own blockchain. This is going to be a big thing, guys. This is going to be a big thing. BNB tokens will be running on their own blockchain, so they're going to need a new wallet. Obviously, you can hold it in Binance. Well, you'll have to hold it in Binance because if you want to get the fees, you know, if you want the less fees or trading. So that's why the price of BNB is going up, because Binance is becoming one of the biggest, if not the biggest, exchanges. If they buy BNB coins and hodl them in their account, the fees are going to be not 0.1, they're going to be 0.05. So they're going to save on fees. So that's going to encourage people not to sell the BNB coin. Can you see how that works? Right? So as an incentive, they're going to save on fees when they're trading, and that's going to get people what they call staking. Not when you get a fork and put a fork into a steak, but staking, in other words, hodling, right? Which shortens up the supply, right, of BNB, which is only like 197 million. So the supply is low. So as people stake to get cheaper fees, it cuts down the supply in the market. And what's that going to do? It's going to force the price up. See, so you can see why this is a good deal. And then once it goes in their own mainnet, they're going to run their own blockchain. And there's going to be other advantages of holding the BNB coin, because it's going to be plugged into the Binance whole product suite of what they're trying to do. So there's going to be many advantages if you hold BNB. And the price of BNB is going to go up and up and up. All right, it's going to keep on going up now that they've had this huge announcement. So I encourage you to look at purchasing some BNB. Do your due diligence on it. It's not financial advice. This is just me saying I would look into it, because this thing's going to go to the moon, guys. This is going to go to the moon. If we go to Binance on CoinMarketCap, BNB, it's had a 27% increase. As you can see, it spiked up here at, we're almost, we're not at the all-time high, $11, but then crypto winter, right? But now it's sort of go back up to 1040. So during crypto winter, now it's 1040. The total supply is 197 million. Circulating supply is 990 million, and the market cap is only 1 billion. So that tells you that this coin has got a lot of room to move, right? Watch this coin over the next, at the moment it's a token, it's not a coin. Watch BNB, it's now 24 on CoinMarketCap, right? And if I'm right, watch this as crypto winter subsides over the next 3 weeks. We get into April, right? You're going to see a huge spike in BNB Binance coin, and you're going to see this go up. You're going to see this go up. In other words, it's going to climb the ladder. BNB coin is going to climb the ladder. It's going to go from 24 to 23 to 22, 21, right? This is my prediction on BNB coin. It's going to go up and up and up and up and up, because the market cap is very, very tiny. It's only 1 billion. So we could see this. We could see this outside the top 10 within maybe 3 months. I don't think it'll be in the top 10, but I think it's 24. I think it can get up to like 14, maybe 15 fairly soon. All right, and then that'll increase the price of the actual token. So it's at $10.24 at the moment. So watch this one over the next watch this one over the next month or so, next couple of months, and in my prediction it's going to go up. And when it goes up, when the market cap, right, when the market cap of an actual coin or a token goes up, then that means that there's volume, and that means that the price will go up. Just like Bitcoin, right? Bitcoin's at 157 billion market cap, and the price is 9,000 and some change. So as the market cap goes up, you'll see the price go up, right? It's all relative to the supply. All right, so watch that over the next couple of months, and you think I'm pretty sure that this Binance is going to go up, and it's going to be worth a lot of money at the end of the year. Could it be a 10x by the end of the year? I reckon easily. I reckon this could be a 10x at the end of the year, as the price of crypto goes up, right? So people are talking about a $70,000 or $80,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. Ethereum's, people are saying $2,000 for Ethereum by the end of the year, maybe even more. Ripple, no comment. Bitcoin Cash is obviously going to go up because the supply is the same as Bitcoin. Litecoin, people are saying Litecoin could be $2,500 to $4,000 at the end of the year. Neo over 1,000 at the end of the year. Dash, people are saying Dash would be 2,000 plus at the end of the year. I think Dash is going to be 3,000 at the end of the year, and it's chicken feed at the moment of only $489. Right, I think this can hit $3,000 at the end of the year. So all these things are going to go up. All the market cap's going to go up. It's all going to be relative, and then Binance's or BNB coin's going to go up as well. So I think it would be under $100 at the end of the year. Maybe high $60, $70, $80 at the end of the year for this Binance coin. But it's definitely going to go up. It's definitely going to keep on going up and up and up. All right. So there's my take on Binance coin. I've got 577. I'm going to keep on buying them, and this could be really, really good buy for me as part of my portfolio. So have a look at that, guys. Let's just go to some comments. Sorry, guys. I was just... how many hash power would you sell for profit? How many hash would you sell for profit? I wouldn't sell any for profit. I'm not sure what you're trying to ask, BioLife. Companies are doing mining themselves, 1,500 machines in one go for Bitcoin. Yeah. Look, you know, these companies are... They're getting in every time a company comes in, and then they buy, you know, a shitload of machines. The difficulty goes up. Is it possible to selling it when you're having Genesis mining account? No, you can't sell it because you purchased the contract. You purchased the contract. The agreement is with Genesis Mining, not with anyone else. You can't resell your mining. I mean, the only way you could do it would be that you resell your whole account. Right, so you know, if you've got, you know, I'm not advocating this, but I mean, the only way you could sell your mining contract is if you open up a new account, you go out and spend, I don't know, $1,000 and buy the mining contract, and then you sell that account, and that's illegal. So you know, you could get your account shut down, but you know, yeah, I wouldn't do it. Because that's the whole point. They want to sell. They're in the business of selling hash power. They're not in the business of their affiliates selling their accounts, and it's, you know, they're not going to like it. So no, you can't sell your hash power. Once you buy it, you bought the contract. It's with you and Genesis. All right. Yeah, they burn. I think they burn every so often, every quarter. I think Genesis, BNB. Yeah, so BNB burn. They also burn tokens. So I forgot about that. Thanks for letting me know. So BNB, they also burn every freaking quarter, I think. That's crazy. And they give you gas. I'm pretty sure they give you gas. Oh, they give you gas on Neo. So there's a lot of things going on with BNB news. Here we go. BNB, not Airbnb. So these are the things here. See, I mean, they're listing. They've got all the big things, guys. They've got all the big names. Yeah, I really like Binance because they do all sorts of really cool stuff. All right. They run competitions. They just do a lot of stuff. I just like them as a see what these things here. They have these contests. They give away cards and shit. You know, referral program as well. See, I've earned 0. I've got 70 referrals. I've earned 0.01 BTC. So, you know, that slowly ticks over. It's not a big thing. Obviously, everyone's probably have a Binance account by now. So, my referral fees, not a lot, $177. You know, it's not a lot. But I also get free coins. So they've got a lot of things happening. You know, they're hiring. They've got all sorts of stuff happening. That's why I like them. So look into it. They're just not a traditional, you know, thing like Bittrex where they keep all the fees and they don't do shit for you. So yeah, they do a burn. They do a burn. The last burn, I think they do a burn every quarter. They do airdrops, and I'll have to come back on that one. But yeah, if they do a burn on the BNB, which is great because because that means they're just diminishing this. It's deflationary, right? Meaning, meaning that the supply is decreased every time, which is awesome. So I'll have to have a look through here on the last burn, but I'm pretty sure I think it's quarterly. All right, I think it's quarterly with the burns, which is good. Yes, Bitmain are releasing. Okay, here's the deal with Bitmain. All right, Bitmain don't care about. They say they care about the crypto space. They can affect the crypto space. Right. The way in China operates, right? I imported from China for nearly 10 years. All right, and my suppliers were selling to same people that I was in my state. Like literally, I was buying goods from China, and less than an hour away or 45 minutes away, there was another guy that was buying it from the same supplier. So here's the deal with China. They don't care about loyalty, or they don't care about I mean, they care about loyalty and they care about their customers, but what they care about the most is making the most money. That's all they care about, right? Profits, that's all they care about. And what Bitmain are doing is every time they release these new machines, it's screwing up pretty much, you know, with these D3s, what they did with D3s, I think there was something like 25,000 D3s ever sold. So every time they release these new batches of S9s, it means that there's more people out there that are mining Bitcoin, and it means the price of Bitcoin, the difficulty is going to go up because there's more miners, right? There's only a certain amount of 12.5 Bitcoin every 10 minutes to be mined. Every time a new company comes in and buys 1,000 S9s, it means there's less for everyone. Everyone's competing more. Now this this Antminer T9, it quickly sold out because that was making good profits, and that's a Bitcoin, big cash miner. Now this D3, the price of it's gone down because the difficulty is so high. But this where is it? Here it is here. Okay, see this Antminer A3? This was making $500 a day. Okay, I'll scroll it up a bit so you can see it. Yeah, there it is there. All right, this Antminer A3 was making $500 a day. Okay, it mined Sia coin or Sia coin, and basically the first batch just sold out completely. That's why it's sold out, right? You can't buy it. But the difficulty of this Sia coin or Sia coin, the difficulty, according to, compared to the Dash difficulty, 10x'd in something like a quarter of the time. So basically what happened, in other words, this A3 miner, the difficulty with Sia coin increased about the same as Dash did in 3 months to 4 months, but they did it in less than 30 days. So the difficulty of D3s, when D3s went on, they were making $200 a day, right? And Bitmain sold, I don't know, this is just speculation, 25,000 of these machines. Obviously the price of Dash buying these D3s, the price of Dash went up, basically went up, the difficulty went up in 4 months. The difficulty went up from earning $200 a day to like, I think my machines are now $5 a day. All right. No, they're $5, 15, between $14 a day. But I've got cheap electricity. All right. So these are still profitable if you've got sorry, these D3s are still profitable if you've got cheap electricity. So that's what I'm doing. These D3s, I'm making about 50 to $55 a day. Dash has gone down. Actually, it could be less now. It could be $50 a day because Dash has gone down. I'm making 0.1 dash per day with 4 machines, which is still about $50 for 4 machines. So if you divide that up, it's about 8 fours, 32, 8 sixes, or 40. Yeah, about $8. Oh, I'll have to do the calculator on this. 50 divided by 4. Yeah, it's about $12 a day, these machines. But I've got cheap electricity, okay? Even though the calculator says less than that, right? And with these A9s, so dash difficulty in 4 months went up, and these A9s, because Bitmain slutted them off, they were making $500 a day. Now they're only making A9s, I can tell you right now. See, this is the reason why if you get into mining, you got to get in early. Bitmain A9. Where is it? See, this shows all the... Here it is. Should be down here somewhere. Can't even find it. Sorry, guys. R9, T9, S9s, L9, S9. It's not even on this list. That is really strange. Oh, hang on, it might be up here. There it is there. Sorry, guys. So this Bitmain A9, A3, alright, this is Seer coin. It's still $18.38 a day. Right, this is going to keep on dropping though. But it started off at $500 a day. This machine, right? So in other words, if you got this machine, if you got it in the first batch, the shipping will be 15th of March, which is in a couple of days. The difficulty dropped like way more. If you're one of the first ones to turn this thing on, actually, hang on. No, that's the second batch. Sorry, guys, that's the second batch. So the first batch has only been mined about a month ago, and it was $500 a day. Now it's dropped to $18 a day within a month. So anyway, getting back to my original question, what Bitmain are doing is, and now they're upsetting the community. They're releasing all these machines, and they keep selling all these machines, meaning the difficulty for miners to mine it is going up, which means less profits. But you know, miners are still got to get paid, right? So you got the question of, if people keep on, if these guys keep on selling these machines, it's going to be less money for the miners. You know what I mean? Unless they come out with some new technology. Now the other question is, now that Bitmain have actually going to release GPUs, these ASICs, basically these GPUs. So this is a thing for you guys that are in Genesis mining. If you hold Ethereum contracts, they're probably not going to be profitable anymore, because once Bitmain releases these GPU miners, this ASIC GPU miners, so it's going to be an ASIC chip mining things like Ethereum, right? So if you don't know what that is, it's instead of having graphics processing, you know, those graphics cards, instead of having graphics cards processing Ethereum, it's going to have an ASIC chip processing Ethereum, processing the hash, you know, doing the algorithm, right? So that means that you people that have got Ethereum in Genesis mining, their GPU, right? Their GPU, their graphics cards. So I would be shitting myself if I was Genesis mining, because they've got farms just GPU. They're going to be redundant. As soon as these GPU ASIC miners coming out, which is Q2, Q3. As soon as they hit the market, it's going to upset a lot of people, and people are going to have to turn off their GPU graphics card systems rigs, or they're going to sell them. So, in my opinion, if you have a GPU now, if you have a graphics card rig, I would sell it, because once Bitmain releases them, they're going to be redundant. They're going to be useless. So this is the problem. Now Bitmain are releasing all these different machines that can be run with an ASIC chip. The next one is Monero. They're thinking about forking Monero, so then it'll still be a different algorithm. You know what I mean? So in other words, once Bitmain releases all these, because these machines only mine one particular, they only mine one particular coin. They run a particular algorithm. So what they're saying now is, if Bitmain release a kryptonite algorithm ASIC machine, right, and they bring out 20, 30, 40,000 of these machines, what Monero are going to do, what they possibly could do, or they may do, is fork Monero to a different algorithm to mine them. So then all those machines become redundant, because they don't want Bitmain to be controlling it. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. So basically what Bitmain are doing is they're flooding the market with machines, and people that buy them early will make a lot of money, but long term it's just going to affect every single miner in the crypto space. It's going to be less money for everyone, and the only ones that are sort of making the real money are the big farms and the people that have got money, and Bitmain are going to be making all the money pretty much because they sell it. All right, so that's something to think about for the future. If you've got Ethereum mining contracts with Genesis Mining, I would either get in contact with whoever you're with, Genesis or SGG, and ask them what are the ramifications of when Bitmain released GPU ASIC miners, which are going to make all GPU graphics card rigs redundant. It's going to make them redundant overnight. And Genesis Mining have got warehouses or mining farms and mining farms of GPU, right? So if you don't know what I'm talking about, this is what I'm talking about here.
Hello everybody. We're those numbers, how we will deal with that, because what we don't want is
Hey, this is Rob.
So yeah, just go on YouTube and you'll see Genesis Mining. They also run GPUs. Heaps of GPUs.
Dust and everything else.
They run ASICs as well. They don't just run GPUs. They run ASICs as well. So this is it here, okay? So if you don't know what it is, this is it here.
So could an alternative option
okay, so
like this be...
this is it here, okay? So this is a GPU card or graphics card, and you can set these up in a rig to mine Ethereum. All right, and now they're gonna Bitmain are gonna release an ASIC chip that mines Ethereum, and these things here, these graphics cards are going to be redundant. All right, so that's what that means. If you're not familiar with it, yeah, I don't think it's going to completely wipe everything out. It's not. It's going to be an impact though. Bitmain, like I said, Bitmain don't care. They're just there for profits. They don't really give a shit. Right? They just slut the market with machines. That's what they do. right? And Jihan Wu, he's like, oh yeah, you know, we're all for the space, but these guys, these Roger Ver and Big Jihan Wu, you know, they're using their power for their own agendas, and not everyone agrees with those agendas. So that's what I don't like about these guys. They make billions of dollars, and now they're using their influence to make more money, make more profit, not necessarily for the community's well-being either. So that's why I don't like. That's why I don't like Roger Ver. He's a dickhead. I think he's gay. Honestly, I think Roger Ver is gay. He just acts gay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with being gay. If you're gay, then that's your thing. But I think he's gay. He just anyway. Polo, I think Polo is 0.25. Yeah, I think Polo is 0.25. And Bittrex, I'm not sure Bittrex, but Binance is the cheapest, guys. Look at it. It's 0.05. That's nothing beats that. So that's the news, guys. Have a think about that. Have a think about everything what I just said. With cloud mining, it's not that profitable as it used to be. If you're just getting into cloud mining now, I'm sorry to say, but you're late to the boat. All right, you're late to the boat. If you would have got into 2 years ago, you know, you would have killed it, right? I made over 100 grand in profit from just Genesis mining, and you know, I haven't got a really that big account, but you know, I got into it 22 months ago, you know, so that's the whole point of timing, guys. You gotta know what you gotta know what's going on, right? And then with the ICOs, all right, I'm not quite, and I did this thing yesterday on doubling, right? It's all about doubling, right? Flipping and doubling. So I don't know who you guys are following, all right? You guys mightn't be following, you might be doing your own thing, doing programs or whatever, right? I'm telling you, you don't need programs. You don't need things like that. What you need is the right information, and then you need to act on that information, right? And if you follow the trends, you'll make a lot of money. How do I know this? Because when I was in an offline business, I followed the trends. I was like the third person on eBay to sell these things, and I was buying them in China for about 72 USD, and I was flicking them for $1,000 to $1,500 a piece, and I was selling containers in a week, right? That's how I was able to make $1 million very, very quickly, and then I lost it all in 2008, all right? But I figured out it was a very, very valuable lesson. If I get into something that is hot, that the market wants before everyone else, if I get in front of that, position myself in front of that trend, I can make a lot of money. Just like these people that got into Bitcoin mining in 2000 and even 2015. Just like these people that bought, you know, set up farms mining with S9s when they were the latest and greatest thing, and they bought a shitload of S9s and they were mining Bitcoins, and they would have accumulated thousands of Bitcoins already, right? And for what it's worth now, right? Just with ICOs, people in this space with ICOs have made millions of dollars. It's all about timing, guys. You know what I mean? Getting with the right people that know what's going on, and then pulling the plug and just go all in with it, right? So that's my advice. Just get with people that know what's going on. Look at the market, study the market, do as much research as you can on the market. Then you're about to spot holes in the market, and you can exploit them. And you can make a lot of money. All right, you can set yourself up for life. So thanks for watching. Hope you got some value. Look at Binance Coin. All right, keep a track of Binance Coin. See where it's going to be going. It's now $10.39 on Binance. There's many advantages, and look into what the benefits are of Binance Coin. You'll find that this thing's just going to keep on going up and up and up. All right, and watch it. It's a 24. Okay, it was a 24. We'll keep on watching this. I bet, in my opinion, this is going to keep on going up. It's going to 23, 22. It's going to get under top 10 fairly soon. All right, maybe 14, 13, 15 within maybe 3 months. Okay, so it's going to take some time. Watch out for GPU mining. All right, this is going to be big. Once Bitmain drops, the GPU miners, which are they use ASIC chip to run this the algorithm for Ethereum and any GPU type mine coins. It's going to be big, guys. People are going to make a lot of money, and people are going to lose a lot of money. And my question is, you know, those people that have got Genesis mining GPU contracts, they're pretty much going to be redundant. So ask what they are. If I think Genesis mining, they will switch to a different coin, but then again, you know, it's still not going to be as good because if Ethereum, everyone's mining Ethereum. They're going to have to look at different coins. It's still not going to be, I mean, it still might be profitable, but it's going to be less profitable because of whatever coin they switch to another coin, it's going to be less profitable, right? So let's just go to whattomine.com, and if we look at, let's have a look at it here. GPU. These are the different algorithms here. Ethereum. Oh, this is their own Encash. Ethereum Classic. Expanse. Ubiq. So these all can all be mined with GPU. Zcash. Bitcoin. Sorry, Bitcoin Gold. Excuse me. Electronium. These are just ones that you might be familiar with. Monero. So this is why Monero is like, well, you know, we're gonna, if Jihan Wu releases all these GPU miners, ASIC GPU miners, well, you know, we might fork Monero to run a different script, to run a different algorithm, right? So then it can't be mined with Jihan Wu, Bitmain, GPU, ASIC miners. So that's what they're thinking about, because they're very passionate about. Monero is very tight-knit community. So these are the GPU. So, you know, what Genesis mining will probably do is switch to a different type of, I mean, they're already doing that now and they're not telling you. Okay? They're not stupid. Right? They're already doing that now. So it's something to think about, guys, that as more and more people come into this space, you're going to make less money. That's just how it is. It's like ICOs. More and more people discover ICOs. The people that would have made the big money was last year, and there's still big money. I mean, there's still $2 billion a month getting spent in ICOs. ICOs are definitely long legs with ICOs, but it's getting harder, right? Anything, because people are flocking to them, right? So that's the deal. It's like anything that I just said. The more people know about it, the less money you're gonna make. So, with that said, thanks everyone for coming in, watching my live stream today. Hope you got some value, and I'll see you guys in the next live stream. Have a great day.